Hello, beautiful ladies of the Jamberry world. I wanted to come and talk to you today about some application tips and tricks. I just have a few things to share with you that have made my application so much easier and last longer and look better. So the first thing I want to talk to you today about is cuticle remover. Your cuticle is skin. It's an extension of your skin. And if your wrap is touching skin, it will not stick. It will not hold. So you're going to have lifting, which is not pretty, and that makes your wraps come off so much faster. So it's really important to make sure you get all of that cuticle off of your skin, off of your nail. So you have a couple things that you can use. My favorite thing is our Jamberry cuticle remover, and it's actually a nice little stick. This is what it looks like. You pull the cover off, if you can get the cover off. It's got this nice little brush on top, and you just click the bottom a couple of times and the product will come up onto the brush, and then you just brush it onto your nail bed. You wait a couple minutes, and I do all 10 of mine at once. You leave it on a couple minutes and then you push your cuticles back. Easy peasy. You can also use, they sell cuticle remover at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, any of those pharmacy type places. I prefer my Jamberry stuff, but if you're really in a rut and need to go get your nails done today and need some cuticle remover, you can get it at Walmart. It does work, but I like the Jamberry stuff a whole lot better. When you're removing your cuticles, you can use your nails to push that cuticle back. My favorite tool to use is this cuticle pusher. It's amazing because this tip is kind of rubbery, and so if it slips, it's not going to hurt you, which has happened to me when I use my nails. Or you can also use an orange stick, and that has happened to me as well. That does not feel good getting stabbed with one of those. So this is my favorite tool for pushing the cuticles back. And you just want to make sure that you push as much of that skin off as you can. And a lot of times, if it's the first time that you've used a cuticle remover, you can actually see it kind of flaking off, which is really kind of gross. But it is what it is. We all have it. Once you're done pushing the cuticles back, then you want to wash your hands really well with like a Dawn or any kind of a dish soap, because that'll help remove all of that from your nails. The next thing I want to share with you, it's really important, especially the first few times that you apply, it's really important to have some gap on the sides of your wrap. And what I mean by that is you want to be able to see a sliver of nail on the side. I'm going to hold this up. I'm hoping you can maybe see. It's really kind of hard to tell. I'm sorry, my camera is not the greatest. But there is nail there. Between the wrap and the skin of my finger, there is a sliver of nail. Nobody will see it but you. I promise. The rest of my fingers, I don't leave as much gap anymore because I've learned how to make my wraps fit. But my pinky, I still leave that gap just because of how the sizing works out. And it's nice to be able to show people what I mean by leave a gap. It's really important, or your nails are, or your wraps are going to hit the skin on the side of your nails. And then again, lifting. Not fun, not pretty. One of my favorite methods for helping to determine what size wrap will work best on your fingernail is the Scotch tape method. I'm sure you all have Scotch tape at home. You want the clear stuff. I am partial to the actual Scotch brand, but that's because I am from a 3M family. So all you're going to do is you're going to take this nice little piece of Scotch tape and you're going to put it over your fingernail. I'm not going to put it on my actual nail because I learned the hard way that it will peel your wraps off. And I don't want to do that because I love this manicure. So we're going to pretend that this right down here is my thumbnail. It's not, but we'll pretend. You know how to pretend, right? Okay, so you're just going to stick the tape on your fingernail, and then you're going to take a pen and you're going to draw just inside the cuticle. And hopefully your pen works. Mine is, well, it's iffy, but you get the idea. So anyway, you're just going to draw right inside the cuticle. There we go. My pen's working again. You're going to draw right inside the cuticle and make a nice little template. And you'll peel this off, and you're going to use it with your sheet of wraps. If you've never seen a sheet of wraps before, this is a sheet of wraps. This is what you get when you order one sheet. So what you're going to do with this, you're going to flip your sheet of wraps over, and you're just going to hold this up to the end of the wrap, and you're going to see which one fits the best. So I need to actually look at this to be able to do it. Then you tape it down, and that's going to show you, can you see there? My nice little outline of my cuticle. And you want a wrap that fits just inside of those lines, because that means that you're going to have a little bit of gap, which we need, right? So now I know that this is the wrap that would fit on that fingernail that I just measured. If you want to be able to keep this template and not have to remake it every time you do your nails and not have to try to remember which wrap fits on your fingers, you can take your piece of Scotch tape that has your nail on it and stick it on a gift card or an old credit card, anything like that that you have laying around. You can just stick it on there and cut around it, cut the card, and that will give you a template that you can use over and over and over again that will show you how big each of your nails is. You can mark it however you need to so that you can remember which one fits where. The next thing I want to tell you about is trimming your thumbnail wraps. The first few months that I did my wraps, I did not know about trimming the end of a thumbnail wrap. You can really do it for any nail that you need to, but for most women, it's just the thumb that needs this. So for me, when I was first applying the first few months, I would have this severe rounding right here because my thumbs are more flat than what the wraps are on the edges. And so I would have all this gapping, and not good gapping, like awkward, that doesn't fit properly gapping. And it kind of drove me crazy. And then somebody taught me this trick that I absolutely love. So all you do is you take your sheet of wraps. This is the wrap that I use on my thumb. And you take a toenail trimmer, and all you're going to do is clip. I'm not actually going to clip this wrap right now because I'm not going to wear it right now. But you just clip the very edge of the wrap off. And you'll want to experiment a little bit and see exactly where you have to clip. After a few times of doing it, you'll figure out what works best for you. I know that I basically have to cut off the whole curve and just leave just the slightest little curve at the end, and that fits my thumbs absolutely perfectly. And it's so much easier than trying to trim and fit and measure and try to figure out how to make that work. That makes sense. The next thing I want to talk to you about is filing your tips. So sometimes you'll have a little bit of lifting at the tips of your nails. I know I would have that after a few days, like if I did baths or doing my daughter's hair, doing my own hair. The best thing to use is a buffer block, or if you have a glass file, you can use that too. And you want to do it at a 45-degree angle to the nail. And you always want to file only downward, because if you file upwards, you're going to cause lifting. So you just want to file downwards. Simple, easy strokes right along the edge, and that will help. You'll be able to feel immediately if it has gotten rid of that little bit of lifting, and if it hasn't, you can just file a little more, and that'll take care of it. The other thing I want to talk to you about today is cuticle oil. Cuticle oil is really important. It helps nourish your nails. I love this stuff. I have had this bottle and have been using this bottle at least once, sometimes twice a day for the last 5 months. And, well, you can see how much of it is gone. Love this stuff. You can get it through Jamberry. I think they do sell it at like Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, but I love the Jamberry stuff. It has a little bit of an almond scent, and I really like that. All you do with this, pull the brush out, and just wipe it right across your nail bed, and then you just rub it in. And really, all that does, it's like a concentrated moisturizer for your cuticles. It helps your nails grow in stronger and look nicer as they grow. It also helps your cuticles look nice and moisturized I live in northern Minnesota, and it is early February right now, and so everything is dry and looks dry and feels dry. So cuticle oil is just, it soaks into my skin so fast because my skin is just so dry and wanting that moisture. So I really recommend that. A lot of the things that I've talked about today, you can get in our Jamberry application kit. This thing, it's amazing. It comes in this nice little bag, which is perfect for if you're traveling and you want to take all of your nail stuff with you. The wraps fit in it, our mini heater fits in it, and all the tools that come with it fit in it. So when you open this up, this one is brand new. I'm going to give it away at a party in a couple weeks. Really excited about that. So this one is brand new. When you open it up, this is what you're going to get. It comes in this nice little plastic case. You get the buffer block, and you get the nail file. You get a clipper and the scissor for cutting your wraps. You also get the orange sticks and a nice cuticle pusher, which is amazing for application. You'll also get a couple of the Jamberry Prep nail wipes, which are used before you apply your nails. You're going to want to use, it's basically like rubbing alcohol, but these are really nice because they have a nice scent, and it's a nice big sheet that you can use on all 10 of your nails easily. You can also buy our application kit with the cuticle oil bottle in it, and you're going to save $2.50 versus buying them separately. So I really recommend buying the application kit and the cuticle oil all together, just so that you for sure have all of the tools you need, and of course the cuticle oil, because it's amazing. Thank you for joining me again today. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I will put my contact information in the bottom box. Thank you much. Have a great day.